But it's a very powerful tool, and I guess that's why it inspired me to start writing music and learning to play music as well. Yeah. So I want to hear your journey, because through that I can then put that in a music and the lyrics, so it's more relatable to you to sing. So I started making one TikTok, and I was like, oh, this is quite good. And then I realized it could be quite helpful for music and promoting. So the power of positivity is important, very much so.
Hi everyone, I'm Camilo Torres, and welcome again to Flow Community Podcast. In here, we're going to have great conversations with amazing people that has joined our community. We're going to get a lot of inspirations from their life journeys, their passions, their creations, because we believe that when you share your unique story, you can inspire others. So please enjoy this new episode. And also, I would love to invite you to join our community. And if you would like to be part of this podcast, please go to our website, flowwithcommunity.com. Thank you. So please welcome Galea.
Hello.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining the community and being part of this podcast.
No, thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah. And I've been reading about you and your bio, and you have started a creative journey since very young. But please, I will let you to let us know what you do. I know you're in the music industry, but please go ahead, and then you're the...
Yeah, so I'm a singer-songwriter. My musical journey, I guess, started when I was very young. I was about 8 years old when I first wanted to sing. And then from there, I wanted to know how you play music. And randomly, one day, my dad brought home an electric organ that he found. As you do. And so...
How old was he?
I was about 12.
Okay.
And so I had no musical training, but I've always wanted to read music and play and stuff. So I started plinking, plonking and learning, teaching myself. And then from that, it developed. And then I got lessons, learned how to read music, trained classically, and then realized I prefer pop songs. And the idea of how you structure a song or how a song comes about really fascinated me. So it got me into researching different songwriters and different artists. And I started songwriting really, as well as singing. And from there, I just spiraled it. And it's been quite a crazy musical journey ever since, I guess.
And how is writing a song? And I mean, I don't know, I'm not from the industry, but I feel like it's a very nice creative process that I guess it focuses on also in who you are as a person. I don't know.
It depends really. It depends on if you're writing by yourself or you're writing with other people. So that's a different process as well. And also why you're writing as well. So if you're writing for a project for other artists, or if you're writing for yourself, or if you're just writing a song. So there's so many different avenues that songwriting takes, to be honest with you. But I mean, I use songwriting as like a therapy for me, to be honest. So a lot of my songs are based on my life. And then there's stories of relationships and things like that. So from that point of view, it's a very personal journey, songwriting for me. But then equally, I can be writing a song for another artist and being in a studio session with 3 other writers and producers, and we could be all majorly focused on getting a song for that artist as well. So again, it really depends. It depends. Wow. It's interesting. It's a different journey every time, and that's why I love songwriting. It's tells a story.
How cool. And what you said is your creative expression, which is writing a song. It's a therapeutic process for you, and it helps you grow. What do you think about music, and what is the meaning of music for you?
Well, it's so powerful. I mean, everyone has their favorite song or piece of classical music, and it can change your mood. It can, I mean, for me it does. I mean, when I'm down, I'll listen to upbeat music. So the ability to change people's mood swings and influence that is so powerful. And it's not just in music, it's in the lyrics as well. Lyrics are incredibly, and people relate to different things. So some people relate to music more than lyrics, or lyrics more than music. So that fascinates me as well. But yeah, I think we all have our favorite pieces of music that change our moods. But it's a very powerful tool, and I guess that's why it inspired me to start writing music and learning to play music. Definitely.
Yeah, wow, I completely agree because for me, through my journey of my self-love journey and everything, music has been a tool that has helped me with that. In terms of, I am a person that listen more the lyrics
Okay,
rather than
yeah,
the
cool.
vibes,
Yeah,
and the lyrics are important because, well, for me, because it has a meaning,
you relate
and
to
then
it.
I relate to them, and also helps me to go through the day. Could be me having a bad day, and the music says, "Hey, no, we're powerful. I don't know, we're powerful. Let's go through this day."
Yeah, yeah,
Say
yeah.
that's like, oh, you know what? No, this is not a bad day. It's an amazing day. So like I love what you said. Like lyrics are very important. Well, for me, and I guess for many people.
Absolutely, yeah, for
Yeah.
me as well. It can be. I find it a little bit more difficult writing lyrics, to be honest with you, than the music. Some people find it the other way around,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason, melody and music comes easier to me than lyrics, unless there's a story that just flows out of me, and it just like I'm on the piano and just whoop, it comes. This song comes, and I have been, I have been in that situation where a song will just come out in like 3 minutes or 5 minutes and just come out, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't need editing. That's
Oh wow.
so yeah. So
How that? I mean, I'm fascinated about the process of creating a song. I guess, where do you take your inspiration from that? And yeah.
well, so many different songwriters, I guess. I mean, growing up, I guess it was like from the radio. So I wanted to know why you remembered certain hooks and why you like heard certain melodies and why. And so I really wanted to get into so songwriters like Diane Warren. And people like the Bee Gees, who are amazing songwriters, just amazing people at their craft, Carole King, who had that ability just to get a fantastic hook and get you hooked in, and it fascinated me. So yeah, they were quite inspirational growing up, songwriting wise, and it just made me want to know more and more about the structure of a song and why in 3 minutes
Yeah. Yeah.
we
Yes.
get so much love for a song.
Uh-huh.
It's interesting.
But what about like everyday life that inspires you as well, or
What outside of music?
yeah, I was like to create music,
Yeah, stories like
Yeah.
building relationships interest me. I've a lot of stuff. My own personal story of one of my songs is "I'm a Survivor." It's a track about me overcoming cancer as a teenager. So that
Oh,
was
wow.
yeah. So I tried to get my whole life into a song if I can. And
Wow.
again, that was a song that came out, flowed out very quickly. Um, but yeah, outside relationships, life journeys, it all goes into the music, to be honest with you. Even the negative bits, breakups, heartbreak,
Yes.
that comes out in it as well as we all go through.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, it all comes out in the music and the songs.
So interesting. Yeah, and I think, like what you said, the storytelling inspirational for everyone and for everything that you create. Like from music, I think from art,
And what
from
interests me as well
architecture.
when I'm writing for other artists is hearing their life journey and their life stories. So if I
Mhm.
was going to come in and write a song for you as a singer, songwriter, artist, I would want to find out more about you, which is I find interesting as well. So I want to hear your journey because through that I can then put that in the music and the lyrics, so it's more relatable to you to sing. So that's interesting
Oh
for me as
wow.
well.
And also, plus, I feel like, well, I don't know, you tell me if I'm wrong. If this artist sing that song that relates to him or her, uh, it it gives the power of
Even more.
even more, right? Yeah, it's not just the song.
No. If it relates to them, relates to you, and then everyone's got a bit of the journey as well that we can all relate to. Absolutely.
Oh, nice. So interesting. Okay, and who is your favorite songwriter?
Oh, favorite. There's so many to be honest with you. But people like Diane Warren, the hit machine Max Martin, who's Swedish. He's an amazing producer. You know a lot of his music already. He's on the radio. His way of making a song simple but catchy and memorable is fascinating to me. But there's so many different singer songwriters. It's growing up, inspired me. Mariah Carey inspired me to sing, and her writing as well. It's just people in their own personal stories coming out in their songs, which really interests me for sure.
That's nice, interesting. Well, you're my first time. Yeah, this is the first time I know a songwriter,
Yeah.
so
I'll
it's
have to write you a
fascinating.
song.
Yes. Well, I don't sing. I'm more with this voice. That's not
So
very
too
good.
late.
But yeah, it's so fascinating how like the creative process and the creative expression of writing a song is
And it's
okay.
always
It's very
changing as well.
it's changing, but also it's not as different as, like, say, as an architect or a fashion designer or an artist express their creativity, because I feel like we all, like, we all creative, everyone, no matter the background. um, when you connect that with that storytelling and your personal life, it could be very powerful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you're all creating a product at the end of the day. So it's very similar. And if it's the more relatable to the person who's producing it, it's even more powerful, like you said. It's a very powerful tool. But it's ever changing as well. Back in the day, it'd be, 4 or 5 minutes a song, and now it's like 3 minutes because of TikTok. So everything's changing the format of writing songs as well, which is interesting.
Okay,
For
super
sure.
nice. Okay, so TikTok.
Yes.
What do you think about TikTok?
Well, to start,
yeah,
it scared me. I was like, what is this new app?
Okay.
That's another thing to add to my list of things to do. But during COVID, I had no time. I had lots of time on my hands. So I was like, oh, let's get into it. I started making one TikTok. I was like, oh, this is quite good. And then I realized it could be quite helpful for music and promoting music and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, it spiraled. I'm never off it. How about you? I like TikTok.
Not.
It's
So
nice.
I am.
Get on it. It's good. Get him on it.
I have a TikTok. Well, with Flow. Personally, I don't. I guess for me, I guess it's a generation thing, but maybe no. I don't know. I just need to get into that.
It's having time in your hands to do. It can really suck the time out of you, but you learn so much information, and you get to know other people's journeys, which fascinate me.
Like, interesting. Okay.
Like there's a song of mine called "I'm a Survivor," and I didn't realize, but people were making videos of and using the song "I Am a Survivor" in their own videos about surviving things. And that's so powerful to me, because it was like, oh my goodness, people really relate, and not only just relate, they're making music video, they're spending time to make a video to show their journey through my music. So that fascinated me as well. So it's an amazing tool, TikTok. It really is. Not like I'm here selling it, but
that's super interesting, because my point of view TikTok is completely different, and when you see us, you're a music writer, and one of your songs, like, people relate, of course that's how the public gets related, and it's powerful. Wow.
And you learn about their journeys as well.
Yes.
Which can give you positivity in your life, and you can learn things. It's interesting. It's interesting, certainly.
Nice.
Do more.
Yeah, we'll do that. And what is the name of your TikTok?
Oh, it's just my name, John Galea 24.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm always on it.
All right. Nice. And may I ask you about Survivor?
Yes, I'm a Survivor.
And what, like, I know you told us a little bit what inspires you, but I don't know. Would you like to say something about that?
Yeah, no, it was a song I wrote in 2015, I think, for the third EP I released, and it was a song about me overcoming non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which I had as a teenager, and again, I go to the piano. I came out with D minor chords, and it just flew out, and the song, and I knew I wanted to record it, and then we made a music video, and I wanted to make sure it was personal. So I went back to my hometown in Great Yarmouth in Norfolk, and we, on a very, very cold day, we filmed the music video on a beach with my own piano that I dragged onto the beach. So if you watch it, I'm playing the piano by the sea, very cold, and it is my real piano, and it's me by the sea and my coast. So it's a very personal song for me. It's a very personal music video as well. Yeah, and for some reason people, especially on TikTok, seem to relate to the words. Yeah, I'm just very blessed people like it and relate to it, to be fair.
Nice.
Yeah.
I must watch the
Yes,
video.
do.
And
Sorry about me freezing and shivering on the piano. It was a fun day, but that will always be remembered for me.
oh, but
For
that's
sure.
that's super good story. And I mean, I'm also a survivor in other topics of my life. And when people gets music, well, music from songwriters and relates, it helps a lot.
Oh God,
And
yeah.
it's a tool that without that plus other factors around your life, you might not survive. And
Absolutely. No,
yeah.
I had some very dark times as a teenager. You know, I was very close to death's door. It was, I think I was 6 months on chemotherapy, lost all my hair, lost everything, and luckily with the love of my family and the amazing community, a lot of theatre community did a lot for me back in the
Wow.
day. So they gave me a lot of strength and got through it. But the overwhelming positivity that I even then I knew it was important for me, and I think
Yeah.
that a lot of that is helped me get through the positivity from people's prayers, thoughts. That all helps. So the power of
Yeah.
positivity is important, very much so.
The power of love as well, which is both.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think about love songs?
I love songs. It's my number one um, song to write, to be fair. And there's so many amazing love songs out there written. And again, it's what we all relate to, love, whether it's heartbreak or if it's going through the journey of love, finding new love, which is always fun.
Yeah.
And then if it does go wrong, it's how that works. And putting that into a song is even more interesting.
Nice. And also the self-love song, like the journey of self-love songs. I think I say it right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it helps out. It
Oh
has helped me
yes.
out a lot recently in my journey of self-love.
Do you have a song particularly that's had more than
Well,
most,
I had another podcast with a musician, and
cool.
and we were talking about like Beyonce, the latest album. Her lyrics, even that the vibe is like tune tune party, but if you listen very well, the lyrics, her lyrics are very more into be proud of yourself, love yourself, and you're unique, and don't compare
Empowering.
to empowering yourself.
Yeah.
And that for me helped me quite a lot as
Amazing.
like as a base. And another artist, but she was like one of the ones that, hey, when I was feeling like lower, things like no.
She picked you up.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And that's the ability of a good song and a good artist, just to.
But so, like exactly, and I notice I love music videos and I love music in general, and I noticed that artists are not always in the same stage of life. Of course, no. We are human beings and we evolve, and we of course we change. But some artists I listen, I can tell like the evolution of their lives. If I follow the whole career, yeah. So it's very interesting how
I find it
it's like
fascinating.
connected.
Yeah. I'm not sure what stage I'm at.
I feel like we never. I mean, we never finish evolving.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's my
Yeah,
personal
absolutely. We're always learning and taking new things.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Which involves in the work. And no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And what is your current projects, if you can say anything, or I don't know?
So I'm about to release my 6th and I think my last independent EP called The Art of Collaboration. So it's a 6-track EP, and it's going to have different artists on it from my whole career so far as an artist. So I had a song with a rapper called Scorcher, called Digging. I just released a song with Ironic, which is another rapper, Don't Wanna Die. I did a song with an operatic singer amazing singer called Hannah Long, called Hero Within You, which was big on iTunes. So they're all going on it. And then I've got this new song that I've just released called Old School Love, featuring a soul singer called Nate James, which a music video will be coming out next week. Fingers crossed. And okay. So that's being released, which I'm excited for. And then for the last 2 years, I've been working on my first debut album. which is I'm very what's the word, methodical about what songs go on it, because I want it to represent me as an artist, where I'm from, and say things
Nice.
that represent me and what people can relate to. So I've been doing that for the last couple of years, and hopefully that'll be coming out soon. Fingers
Okay.
crossed, touch wood.
That takes 2
don't know.
years.
I don't know how. Yeah, 2 or 3 years. That's
Oh,
will be
wow.
some songs. So that'll have 12 songs in it. It's just a case of where it's being distributed and when and all that jazz. But I'm very excited about it because I think it's some of the most personal and best songs I've ever written are on there. So fingers crossed people will get to hear it soon and like it. And yeah, so that's what's coming up for me mainly at the moment is. And hopefully do some shows because I always like to perform live. So it's hopefully some shows will be announced later this year, which would be good to do.
Oh, that would be amazing. Well,
some festival dates and hopefully some London gig tour dates would be nice. You'll have to come.
Yeah,
you'll all have to come.
Great. Okay.
So there's nothing like hearing people sing back your words. It's another world, to be fair, as a musician. So that's a very special. So to be out there again and performing with my band would be lovely. So we'll be doing that hopefully soon. Yeah,
Wow.
It's fun. Do you get see a lot of musicians live?
I do. I love yeah, I do, but lately I haven't done the last one. Well, I went to Coachella.
I've never been. It's a place that people go, oh, you have to go, John. You have to go. I was like, okay, what's it like?
Super interesting. I like it was 3 years ago. I think after COVID, the first one after COVID. Very interesting to watch. Well, to listen and watch artists like Colombian artists as well. Karol G, that by then wasn't as big as she is now. Very interesting. And anyway, I love house music, like Disclosure was there, and powerful lyrics, by the way. Disclosure. Anyway, like Coachella had like, I love that because it was like a variety of styles of music. But yeah, I mean, I love going. The last one as well was Dua Lipa. The show that she had to cancel because of COVID, so then she had to do the after that was great as well. Yeah, I mean, and then anyway, jazz. I go every Wednesdays. Sometimes no, I don't go every Wednesdays, but sometimes I like to go to live jazz.
Oh, I love live jazz.
So yeah, that's something very powerful.
I think live music is a very powerful tool as well. When you sit there and see someone perform live to you, it's getting a message directly to you in person. It's a different experience than streaming it, downloading it, or vinyl, even vinyl, which is amazing. But having someone play it live in front of you.
Correct.
Because you hear all the authenticity, the flaws in it, which is some beautiful flaws. These are real. It's nice.
That's nice. All right. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you so much for having me.
That was an amazing conversation.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone for listening and be part of this podcast. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.